At night we'd wake up.
You're always just mellow, chillaxing over there. Pumpkin, however, is upset she's got company, and she's eaten all of her food so that no other dogs do. Kellogg is very upset that his papa's gone. So he's just sitting on Auntie's lap.
It's just a visit. It's not even a sleepover.
It's not a sleepover at all.
I can't imagine if we had another puppy in Pumpkin's life. We'd probably wake up in the middle of the night and her little paws would be around it saying, "You're gonna die!
Get out of my house!" Pumpkin, she's not happy that she's having to share her mommy today. And Kellogg is not happy that his dad is gone for the day.
I'm happy. You puppies be happy.
Oh my gosh, I love all you dogs. And then Moo is just always mellow. Doesn't really care. She knows Ausia will be back.
And she knows she's safe with us.
Yes, she does. Daddy's doing a few little things. I'm in here looking at some recipes for the 4th of July. Trying to get prepared for going grocery shopping for that. And just doing some other things. And doing some puppy sitting. Kellogg! Nope, not coming away from that door. He's gonna sit there until he knows his dad's back. Get it, Pumpkin, get it! Get it, get it! Get it, get it, get it, get it! She's decided that that's the one toy she wants to play with today. Oh, Miss Piggy's over there. A lot of times she'll take all of her toys out. She's got so many of them. She's got more than that. There's probably a couple somewhere else. Loves her babies. I don't think she ever had stuffed animals or toys to play with, because when I bought her first toy, which is that little pink one in there, it's filthy. Get it, Pumpkin, get it! She didn't know what to do with it, and then it took a couple weeks before she realized that she could play with it. Now she can't get enough of it. Now she loves it, and we buy her toys all the time.
You said we. You mean you.
Every time I go to the grocery store, I buy her a toy. I buy her little cat toys. Most of them are cat toys. Some of them are dog toys, small. But some of them are a little too heavy for her. Like her monkey, it's a little too big. But she does play with it. But she usually hits herself with it a few times. So, are you sad for Kellogg? Are you sad? Remember what Mommy told you? He's missing his daddy. You know what that feels like, so we have to be kind. We have to share your house today. It's okay, Kellogg. Jeff will be back very soon. He won't even know he was gone. Alright, so I was thinking, since I'm we're here watching the dogs, I thought I'm going to go ahead and put some yeast bread together. We are going to take off here in a little bit. I need to go and upload a video for you guys. I'm checking the temperature of my water. It needs to be between 120 and 130, I believe, for yeast to activate. I've got a candy thermometer here, so anyways, it's at 130. By the time I'm ready, it will be about 120. So perfect heat for my yeast bread. So I already I'm going to make 2 batches because I always share with everybody. So simple, this recipe. 3 cups of flour. I need to get one more in here. And you know what? The nice thing about this yeast bread is that you can let it proof for a couple hours on the counter. I put it in the window. And And then if you want it to have a little bit more pronounced yeast flavor, you just pop it in the refrigerator and you can have it up to, I don't know what they say, 24 hours? Something like that. But it's just super easy. I'm just using unbleached all-purpose flour. It's just what I had. I think next time I'm going to get some wheat flour. I do want to make some sourdough, but I need to just do a start. I probably should do that today. This is a really simple recipe. I just use instant yeast. It's fast acting. I don't know if you make it. You can look this recipe up. It's called the World's Easiest Yeast Bread, I think is what it's called. You don't have to knead it or anything. So it's super simple. And it's here in the high altitude. I don't know if this makes a difference, but mine is very dense. So I think maybe if you're not in high altitude, it would maybe have a lot more air bubbles in it. I don't mind the dense spread. I actually like that. So, okay, I gotta stay on track here what I'm doing. I need this because I gotta get water. All right, so super simple. 3 cups flour. It calls for 2 teaspoons of yeast. I think these actually are 2 1/4 teaspoon. I use the whole pack. Doesn't seem to bother it. I've got to put this on my list. As soon as the dogs are all you guys are all being very mellow. Kellogg has kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm getting used to being over here. He's never really been over here. I've had him one other time. So anyways, just dump that in there. You know. As soon as they get back, we're probably going to take off because like I said, or I'm not sure if I even said this, we need to go and upload a video for you guys, and then, which we'll probably have to sit down there for an hour or so. And I'm going to run into the little store down there. So, anyways, and then I just have sea salt, and it's coarse salt, 2 teaspoons of salt. I don't think you want to use table salt, you guys. I'm not really sure about that. You'll have to look into that. I'm not a bread expert. I've really only made this a couple times, so yeah, 2. I want to mix this all up, get all of that incorporated. In all the most of the recipes that I've read about this recipe, a couple people say use the end of a spatula, the handle part, to mix it. I don't do that, you guys. I just mix the darn thing. I don't know. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe because this is an extremely sticky dough, and you're not gonna knead it. You're not gonna be touching it really. You know, people ask me where I got this, and I honestly got it online. I really don't know. I got it in the Amazon store somewhere. I personally would not buy white again. This has been a nightmare. It's pretty for a while, but not to use on a daily basis. Okay, 1.5. Oops. Now, if you get too much water, then you just add a little bit more flour. This is what I used last time. Like I said, they said to use the end of it. I didn't do that. I just, doesn't really matter, I don't think. My bread turned out fine. So You just want to get it incorporated. And then if it's too dry, like I said, you might just have to add more water. See, that's a little too dry. It's probably just depends on the weather outside and altitude, like I said. But it doesn't take much, so I just put a half cup of water in here, but I'm not doing all of that. Just a little at a time. You want it very wet and shaggy. You want to try not to mix it too much, but you want to get it all, incorporated. I want even a little bit more. You really do want this kind of wet. So maybe just go a teaspoon at a time. There, it's starting to get shaggy. Well, it's loose. It's more than just shaggy dough. That looks pretty good. You see, the last batch I made was actually wetter than that, and it was just fine. It is super, super sticky. You just want to put some foil over it, or not foil, I'm sorry, saran wrap or a cloth. Seal it up. You could put a plate over it if you wanted to. All right, let's see. We've got another batch here going on. So same thing. I'm not going to show you guys, make you sit here, but you just do the same exact thing. It's just so simple. I mean, it literally takes less than 10 minutes to do this. And then you just got to let it rise. My last batch, it was 80 some degrees here. And I got to add a little bit more. Oh, that might have been a little too much. It was very hot the last time I made it. Oh, that's still not enough. So, might just be today. I didn't have to use this much last time. Can you guys see? See, it's still kind of in a ball. I don't want that. I want it loose. I'm just going to do all of that. This one took even more than last. There, now it's breaking up. There we go. I don't want to be moving it, working it too much. I would have loved to have bought King Arthur dough or flour. Whoo, that was expensive now. That's such good flour, but it's expensive in Williams. Okay, let me scrape the sides down just a little. I think in the recipe it will tell you don't even have to touch the dough, but obviously I want to get that off. Ooh, it smells good though, that yeast. The last time I made it, I set it in my other window because I made it in the afternoon. My back window gets the evening sun. So it just took 45 minutes to rise. Kellogg, who's that? Do you see someone? He has sat there the entire time Jeff's been gone. He's been watching his home over there.
Oh, what up? What up? Where's my parents? Where are your parents at, Punkies? What are you so interested about?
Oh, someone's here. Oh, someone's excited. Who is that, Kellogg? Who is that? He sees Jeff over there, I'm sure.
Why do these puppies so love us?
Oh, I don't know, but it's cute. We're their pack. Oh, are you excited? Yes. You gotta wait till the car's all stopped.
No.
Gotta wait. Oh. Oh, you can stay off the table though. You gotta stay off the
Guess
table.
who's here? What?
I came into this little store. This is the Flintstone store. It's Bedrock, I believe. They've got a little deli back there, but look, you guys. Oh my God.
So we went out to take our
Oh, sweet baby.
comes up to me and says, you know what? Take the night off, take 3 days off.
Now look at this.
I didn't mind doing that. I got paid time and a half for sitting there for 4 hours.
And then look. Oh, I thought it was. I thought I'd get a better view, but you gotta see through the mesh on this one. Oh, so sweet. Oh. Look at that. Oh, so sweet. What a treat. Oh my gosh, and look at the little owl back there. Oh, now what kind of owl is that?
Screech owl.
Oh, what one?
Screech owl?
Oh my gosh.
Ashton. He's a screech owl.
So adorable. That was such a treat. That was so, I should have went in and got Scotty, or come out and gotten Scotty. Do you want
Treat
to go
like
look
ice
at
cream?
him? No, I got potato chips, but
Oh. Well, the treat was.
so cute.
What's cute?
Those birds.
Oh, I thought you said there was more pumpkins in there. There's
Well,
birds
that
in there?
was unexpected. Where's that little flyer at? I got a little flyer here. I will take a picture of it and put it at the end of this video, so that if you're interested in the, what is it? Raptor Ranch, then you can check it out. All right, so they got Fred's Diner and Market, and I believe the diner is kind of new. I don't know. Can you roll down your window? We've got, the windows are filthy. There we go. Look at that. You can see. So Bedrock Prehistoric Park, Raptor Ranch, and Fred's Diner and Market. Now, I don't know really what they have at the Raptor Ranch, and I don't really know what Bedrock Prehistoric Park looks like anymore in there. I'm assuming that that is part of the Flintstone area, maybe? I don't
There
know.
was stuff that was here before. Yeah, I don't know right off.
And then they got some fun little things out here. We've had our pictures taken over here with the Flintstone stuff. Yabba dabba doo. And that's a campground down there, and there is also you can get propane here and dump. Right?
Correct.
And there's a laundromat here too.
There is.
Yeah.
I don't know about, I assume they have water here. I mean, but.
And I think it's just kind of growing because they now have a Grand Canyon information station right over here too as well. So, and that's new. So I think little by little these new owners are, I asked him if it was all right. I asked the owner if it was all right if I posted this to you guys, and he said absolutely, free advertising. So anyways, all right, let's go home. This little building, I don't know if we told you guys, we've looked at this a couple times. Unfortunately, somebody bought it and turned it into an Airbnb. Well, not unfortunate for them, but anyways, we were looking at buying that. There's another little Double Eagle trading company down there. Never have been there. Not even sure what's all in there, but might be somewhere fun to stop. And that is, this is an Airbnb. I don't even know if it's open anymore, actually. But when I looked it up online, they had like partitions and then bedrooms in it. So it was an Airbnb.
We so did want to get that, make a little trading store. A little grocery store with a
grocery
diner.
store, a little diner.
Where Teri could cook.
They need a diner out here in the summer, spring and summer. There's a trailer back there. I don't think anyone lives here, but oh yeah, see they got, oh, that's probably for an Airbnb too. I'm not even sure it's even really open, honestly. There's nobody around. Airbnbs are like sold out around here. I just thought it would be so neat to have a little store, supply a little bit more than what all these other people do, because it's kind of actually the Bedrock place where I just came from, they have a good selection for being a store out of the way. And I just think it would be so neat to have a little deli with some good sandwiches, some good salads. All right, going home the back way. Oh, they got themselves some soda.
Oh, there's finally somebody there at that house. They've been working on that one. I haven't seen a rig there. I've seen the trailer, but when I ride my bike out this way, I've never seen anybody there.
Oh, if
There's
only
a potential Airbnb right there.
Oh yeah.
That little old trailer.
If only the roads were all like this.
Yeah, you just gotta watch yourself because they have this embedded pipe right here that's a tire taker outer.
Oh yeah. All right, well gosh, we just got back. Look at this. Oh, it looks so good. I'm gonna go ahead and bake one off, and the other one here I'm gonna put in the fridge. I am going to go ahead and get my pot in the oven. I'm gonna get my bread in there, but I don't have a Dutch oven, so I just use my pot. What I do have to do though, there's a little hole here for a vent. I just take a piece of parchment paper, wad it up, stick it in there. I'm gonna put this in there and warm it up like you would if you had a cast iron pan. I'm assuming that's so that it also gets warm inside. It's obviously not gonna hold the temp like a cast iron, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get it in a 450 degree oven. And they say that you're supposed to warm your oven up to 450 and then put that in, and I think you want to warm it up for about 10 minutes. So that's about what I'll wait. It's supposed to be jiggly. Now, this has sat a lot longer than I did the first time I ever did this stuff, so and once again, excuse the noise with the fan, but it's super, super hot. And it's supposed to be sticky like this. It's no need, boy, look at the air pockets in that. So that looks even different than the first time I ever made this. I don't put flour down, so I don't remember it being this sticky. And you're just basically doing this. And I think I did it wrong. I think I was supposed to turn this a couple times in the pan or in the bowl and then do this. Then put it on here and move it around, flip it upside down. It's okay. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna see how forgiving this bread is. It says it's very forgiving, and it definitely is one of the easiest breads I've ever made. I want to get that over a little bit. I want to get it kind of centered here. Okay. Folded that in like that. Like that. Oh, and do not, if you're using a cast iron pan or any other pan, don't burn yourself. Don't grab that. And don't use a pot that doesn't belong in the oven. Mine has no melting things to it. So here's what it looks like inside. All right, let's see how it's gonna do. And I guess once you warm your pan up, you'll know if your pan fits. Two hands, 'cause oh, it looks good. Okay.
Look at you in that. Dang, you don't even need a Dutch oven. Although it'd be nice to have a Dutch oven.
Yeah. All right, 11 minutes with the lid off. 12 minutes alarm rang, well, it rang about a minute ago. It's been about 12 minutes. Oh, look at that. This. Now they say don't cut into this right away. They say let it sit for another 10 minutes because it's could still be cooking in the center. I do know that it makes a nice sound, although when it after it sits a while it does soften up a little bit. So now what I noticed about all the other breads that I made last time, the bottom part, oh, I was going to show you guys, the bottom part stays hard. Now I don't know, maybe I should turn it upside down and let it soften as well. It does make it a little harder to cut through. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. It went from bowl to oven. Oh. Alright, you guys. Letting it sit does taste better. I'm really excited to taste the bread that I've got in there because it's going to sit in the fridge all night long, and tomorrow I'll cook it to see. Definitely, if you let it sit for a little longer, it has a more yeasty taste to it. It's just super good. So, a favor, make yourself some bread. It's really simple.